What a week. MBTA passengers pushed to the brink, from the red line to the commuter rail.
It's pretty frustrating, just because it's been going on for a couple of weeks now.
Governor Baker also on edge.
Let's face it, this can't happen again.
And that was all before the T announced a complete shutdown of rail service for Tuesday.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
MBTA General Manager Beverly Scott under fire, trying to explain what went wrong and why.
This is not a spring chicken system by any stretch of the imagination.
On Wednesday, she suddenly announces she's resigning, but not before offering up her assessment.
But what you have got to do is that you've got to give that person, or whoever they are, God Jr. or whomever, give them the resources that they need, and that means that there has to be significant investment and reinvestment in this system.
So how did we get here? Right now, the MBTA is $9 billion in debt, facing a $3 billion maintenance backlog. When you hear the general manager of the MBTA saying the T needs more money, what do you think?
Well, I relate it to a family. If you're having financial problems, you could say, we need more money. Or you could say, we have to cut some things out and economize. Maybe a combination would be good. But don't just go to the plan, get me more money.
Former State Inspector General Greg Sullivan is with the Pioneer Institute, which calls the MBTA's problems the fault of multiple administrations and legislatures who push the MBTA to expand faster than is reasonable. That includes the $600 million Greenbush commuter rail line, and late last year, agreeing to pay $23 million for rail rights to bring daily commuter rail service to Gillette Stadium.
There are actually many, many projects in the pipeline that should be shelved until we take care of the infrastructure and basics first.
Randall O'Toole is senior fellow at the Cato Institute. He agrees expansion has crippled the MBTA.
We end up building, for example, the Green Line to Medford, which is costing $2 billion, 5 times as much as the original projected cost, and it's going to add maybe 0.5% more riders to the system. It's not worth it.
But all these explanations are not new. This 2009 independent review of the MBTA, requested by Governor Patrick, recommended slowing expansion, but also warned about the aging, underfunded, and underperforming MBTA fleet and hundreds of millions in unfunded but critical safety projects.
I want to know.
Back to former IG Sullivan, who authored this 2013 study about the MBTA's out-of-control bus maintenance costs, which are 4th highest in the United States out of nearly 400 U.S. bus transit agencies. How much money could the MBTA save just on bus maintenance?
The MBTA could save $250 million over 6 years if they brought their costs into line with other metropolitan areas in the United States.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of, that's just for buses. You also have to consider the maintenance for the subway system and commuter rail as well.
I'm not terribly surprised that the T is groaning under the weight of all this snow. We've deferred maintenance for years, and the bills are coming due.
Steve Poftak is executive director of the Rappaport Institute at Harvard's John F. Kennedy School of Government and has kept a close eye on the MBTA for years.
When you apply very old equipment to extreme weather conditions, you're going to have problems, and that's what we see.
How do you solve this problem?
The long-term solution is to invest in maintenance and to work down this deferred maintenance backlog, and that is not a simple task. There's no quick Band-Aid here that's going to fix the T miraculously.
No quick Band-Aid, leaving Governor Baker, the legislature, and the Mass Department of Transportation Board of Directors to come up with a solution. The Pioneer Institute is calling for the legislature to place the MBTA into receivership and give it the power to stop expansion plans and construction. It also suggests having the state assume some of the MBTA's debt associated with the Big Dig while putting strict controls on hiring. It is clear this crisis is far from over. Do you have inside information about the MBTA that needs to be exposed? Call us at 1-800-TV-FOX-25 or email us at foxundercover@coxinc.com. I'm Mike Beaudet for Fox Undercover.